Greetings, one and all, to your infrequent video game reviews by Xenogelion. I am joined by the lovely Yi. Do you want me to refer to you as Yi?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what everyone calls me.
Yi Gundam? Gundam Yi? Anyway.
No. So, we're playing Dead Cells.
I'm playing Dead Cells.
Playing Dead Cells.
I'm trying to play Dead Cells. I'm failing at playing Dead Cells.
So, is this genre?
I believe the genre of Dead Cells to be a roguelike mix of with Metroidvania style elements. If anyone's ever played Metroidvania, or sorry, any Metroid game, oh god,
Castlevania?
How words? Yeah, Castlevania or Metroid. There you go. Then you'll feel familiar ground.
Have you actually? So okay, obviously you've played this before because I've seen you play it and I've seen you die horribly. Have you actually ever finished it?
Oh, like I've gotten so close to the end. Like I've fought the end boss and everything, but I've never ever completed the game. And I think that's one thing that's really appealing to the whole Dead Cells, game itself, is the fact that even though the you get that brutal punishment of you're constantly dying, much akin to like Dark Souls and shit like that. Even if you lose, you still have good enjoyment of playing the game itself. Like there is something for progression, and you do get that in a sense because you go and collect resources like these cells, the weird blue balls of light. They allow you to buy blueprints for that specific item to drop in the environment.
Right.
And like, if hopefully he says, if I die during this gameplay footage, you'll actually see the beginning where I've unlocked like loads of these items and things like that.
I just like the fact that you literally do just start off as a little squidgy blob of cells.
Yeah.
It's good.
So another big thing about Dead Cells is the game is full of upgrades. So like me being able to wall run, you can't initially do that in the game. You have to gain an upgrade at some point in order to actually do said wall running. I think for a long time I put God knows how many hours into it before I actually successfully got that upgrade. So sometimes there is a sense of, God, this is frustrating as hell. Other times it's like, but that in itself makes the reward of, or the satisfaction of, hey, oh, I got that thing, just so much sweeter. I'm gonna break it. So what I've just done right now is I've actually taken a curse. So if anything just love taps me, I will die.
Ew.
Yep.
Don't touch anything.
Yep. So, and that's one thing that's actually really appealing about the game, is because it's got so much do not teleport across. It's got so much choice behind it.
Right.
Like I can choose to be evil and nasty and not do things the appropriate way, so to speak. This is something like important. So this dude, right? I don't know what his actual name is. The Collector. There you go. He will not let you progress through the game until you spend all your cells.
Right.
So you can't hoard the cells at all, and every single time you die, you lose all the cells so that you've got on you. So right now, I've just like spent a bunch of cells, and I've unlocked an upgrade, and now I have 9 cells left. He won't let me through, so I need to refresh. Restock at a very reasonable price. Permanent upgrade. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna start like going towards that. Like, there's so many upgrades that I've got, but there's so many that I just like, yeah, don't bother. Likewise, like when they released the game, they introduced this reforging stuff. I think they did. I might be wrong. And it allows you to actually re-roll some of the stats on your equipment. So if you're like, I don't have anything that causes fire, click on that. Shots leave flame trails. Cool, right? Victims are toxic, you know, victims emit a toxic cloud. Click on that. 100% damage to burning targets. So if these two will now work really well in tandem, right?
Right.
So I think the star indicates that this is like one of the best possible things for this. Sorry, for this item. Victims freeze other enemies for 1 point. So whenever like they die, they'll freeze other stuff nearby. 50% damage when at max HP. That's really worth it. I don't think this is. Shoots an arrow upwards. That's shit.
Sorry, did you say that this has been added in since the game was released, or you got
on
the game?
release, I think. So this whole system.
Okay.
Before you had this guy, which was, you know, he allows you to do mutations and stuff like this. So for example, one of the mutations that I've unlocked, this is not what you get at the start. One I've unlocked is, you know, a melee attack on a nearby enemy with a projectile stuck in them will cause the projectiles to fall out, inflicting 152 damage. One thing that you'll notice, so in the bottom left hand corner you'll see my potion, right?
Yeah.
That is one of the best things to upgrade at the beginning of the game. Right?
Right.
That potion allows me to heal 4 times during the run of an area, because I can refill it between each area.
Ah, so it's not just one per game. That's quite nice.
Yes, but the big thing is, right, at the start of the game, it's only one.
Yeah, so you have to.
It's worth upgrading. Likewise,
Yeah.
enemies can drop food. You can find food lying around. There's actually one of the really cool features is you can actually choose what your food is. Right?
Okay.
Castlevania-esque. Let's have a look at that. It's a pastry! It's like, I'm gonna have some cake! I like this. The zombie dropped some cake! It's gotta be good.
Yeah, what's that thing? Okay, actually, wait for the stuff that's killing you. The thing there, the metal thing that looks like, I don't know, Alpha 5, but somebody chopped his legs and arms off.
So, with my equipment and things, I have the double crossbow, which is the thing that you're referring to. It's basically a stationary turret. And the barnacle, which is a stationary turret in the air.
Oh, so the thing on the top that's sort of that looks like they're electrocuting you, that's the barnacle.
That indicates that I'm powering it. So if I get too far away, you'll see the lines detach.
It makes me think of those horrible things in Half-Life that with like the tentacles in the sea, the barnacles, nasty things that would suck you up and then eat your face off.
Yeah, not quite. These are relatively rare. The cursed chest, and it taunts you.
Did you just say hit to tell you to hit it?
Yeah.
I've been very. Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah. So the idea is that you basically break open its seal. It curses you, but it gives you lots of cool shit. Let's see what it does. Is that a cursed blade? Cursed sword. What the freaking hell? Oh my god. See, like, this is... So this is kind of not...
And you're dead.
Yeah, this isn't kind of worth it at all. So as you see, there's one of the cool things about this game is that you have negative effects on weapons as well. These are represented by the red skull. So for example, I will take an additional 20% damage. There are some effects which are, you will do 100% extra damage, but you will also take 100% extra damage. And again, they're not worth it. So I'm not taking this sword, I'm just going to junk it. Oh, sorry, before I continue, one of the cool things about these weapons, I'm going to pick it up for a second, is that it takes the added effect of my highest stat. So in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see 5, 4, and 1
yes.
in 3 different colors. 5 is my strength stat. Is there a way to? Oh. I don't know if there's a rundown anywhere. So like yeah, it's my strength.
So?
Well, that's what I thought, but it's just like, you know, what I've picked up, how long I've been in places, so on and so forth.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I got my strength stat at 5. So this would actually take the added multiplier of the 5. If, however, my sort of like dexterity or purple lightning stat was like 5 and the strength stat was 4, it would actually take the purple lightning stat. It always takes the highest stat, and this is indicated by the like white, silver, or gold bordered weapons. Most of the time they're either green, purple, or red. Oh god, really? I am not getting up that without touching the spikes. I'm just no way in hell. I'm gonna
So, do you need to kill things then to clear the...
Yeah, so I've got 3 things I need to kill in order to completely get rid of the curse.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck off. Suck my nards. Fucking hell.
Sorry. So
This is the start of the game.
You're a blubbergoo.
Yeah. So there is some kind of plot, but not 100% sure behind what it is.
Right.
Obviously, big giant dude who's been stabbed to death. Obviously, been there for a while. These are all the perks that I've thus far picked up. As you can see, I've maybe got half of them, or 2/3. I'd probably say half, maybe even less.
Yeah, I'd say it looks about half.
I also got perks.
What the hell is that up top?
Ah, I'll get to that now. Right, so one thing you can do are these challenge rooms.
Well, it looked like a giant slug when you just saw the bottom of it.
But I did it once. I ended up with that cursed sword and I insta-died. I'm like, screw you, game.
Sorry, one thing, you said that you had to get the ability to wall jump.
Yes.
Were there other things that you were able to get? Could you...
Yeah, so...
like...
there's specific skills that you can get, right? One of which you may have seen, I might be able to find one of, which is this...
like those... the viney things? Or?
Yeah, the vines. That's the first one you ever get.
Right.
Another one you get is that teleport, like you sort of like ninja clutch your hands together and then teleport to another location.
Right.
That is one of them. The wall running is one. Another instance is like I would like do these downward slams and break through floors. That is again another one. I think that's it in total.
Right.
Like you can slam the floor by default,
but you can't break things.
but you can't break the floor until you pick up that specific round.
Nice.
Oh, actually, you asked the question earlier, right? Is there anything I would change, right? There are some puzzles within this game, specifically this one area, which is a big sack of dicks. For example, these gardener's keys, right?
Wait, there's more than one? I thought there's only one.
No, there's 3, right? But one of these keys, and you know, if anyone doesn't want to know this tough shit, you're gonna know it now. So like up here, right, where that gem is, there used to be a blueprint, which was really hard to get, and you had to unlock all 3 doors in order to get to it. Now, one of these keys, right, no word of a lie, is like the hardest thing in the universe to find. Right, I'll see if I can actually find it while we're doing this review. But basically, it's pixel hunting. You have to find a flower that looks like background environment stuff. Right? That, to me, is a huge dick move and seriously requires the use of the internet in order to find this out. You know?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
No,
that would annoy the crap out of me.
Right, what do I want? Do I want to...
We've seen bits of the game where you don't like it, such as that flower, and, you know, the game dicking you over.
You say you've seen, but I still haven't found that fucking flower.
Yeah, I know, but we don't, you
Okay, I've
as we have
mentioned
said,
it, yeah.
you don't like it. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. What's been like your sort of favourite thing that's happened while you've been playing this?
I honestly really love the procedural generation because, like, anyone that knows me knows the fabled story of World of Warcraft where I have tanked a dungeon one-handed while watching a movie and eating a sandwich.
Eating a sandwich. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, yes, you were. And like the really nice thing about Dead Cells is the fact that it's got these procedurally generated environments, and as such, sack of shit. Die, just die. Go on. Oh shit.
Were you just river dancing on its head?
Kind of. I will find this infuriating. Oh, there it is.
Eh?
Yeah, it's this flower down here, right? And like.
Oh yeah, I can just about see it.
Yeah, like it's ever so slightly different from the background, but it blends in so well. And the thing is, you can't slash it. What you have to do is just. Crap. How do you do this? Oh yeah, you gotta slam it. That's it.
What's it say?
Hey, what the?
Ah.
Yeah. And then you pick it up. And then you're like, "Fuck you, game! Fuck you!" So this is one of the perks that I really hate. 1% HP recovery per attack in close combat. Plus 100% damage taken. No, I'm not having that. This is so much better. Plus 30% damage to bleeding targets. I can't do that yet. But I throw a grenade.
That seems more sensible.
Yeah.
So does your ammo... Okay, it says the ammo's stuck in enemies, so does that mean that when they die, you get your ammo back?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So you don't have to collect ammo, you just get...
Yeah, so you have like a limited resource of ammo, but when you kill the dudes, you get the ammo back. There are some weapons that have unlimited ammo, but they have like other negative effects. Like if you use the lightning attack for too long, it will hurt you. The flame attack, I think, only goes horizontally and things like that. See that fucker up there in the top left?
Yeah.
Right? He's shrouding everything. Right?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that it's gone misty.
Yeah, so there are other enemies in the environment, like that guy, that I don't know about. Oh, mother... Fuck.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Yep.
So basically he shits bats.
Pretty much.
Oh, gosh. What can you do?
Nope. He also shits grenades. He's just an asshole. This game gets harder. just so you're aware. Game gets harder, guys. Like,
Unpleasant.
oh, fuck you!
Shooty. Grenade.
Ow. The weird brain bat things aren't fun either. And by aren't fun, I mean just no. Oh my god, fuck off. Fuckers.
Okay, so you mentioned, was it Rogue Legacy and other games that are similar to this? Well, could they, would those be things that you recommend could learn from this, or are there other games?
Oh, they could certainly learn from this. Like, I feel that Rogue Legacy is like super brutal, whereas this is brutal, but you actually have a solid chance of progression, whereas Rogue Legacy you just don't. It's just like, oh, sorry, what's that? You wanted to be alive? No.
Those sort of games just don't appeal. This, as I say, I've played a little bit of it, and I have enjoyed it. It's just one of those things of, like usual, I don't have time.
Yep.
As much time as I would like. But I mean, I know there are some people who do like to just play the super hard-ass games, and it's just like, do you actually enjoy these?
Yes.
Do you enjoy taking a footstep and then dying horribly, and then having to having to restart to be able to take 2 footsteps? No.
Yes. Okay, lovelies, thank you very much for listening to this bit of a rambles of a review, which is pretty much how me as a unprofessional, uncouth, organism will thing. Yeah, I'm so professional. And oh yeah, so smooth. So yeah, leave your comments in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this review. If you want me to touch it up or anything, you know, like how to improve the art of reviewing video games and things. I kind of like this format where I actually get questioned by other people. It's a lot more appealing than me constructing like horrible things. If there's any questions that you would like to see added to future reviews, or if there's any games that you would like me to review, I am very interested in reviewing Nier Automata. That's one of my favorite games. Maybe even Warframe, though I was kind of like done with Warframe to death. You know,
yeah, I don't think Warframe needs to be reviewed by you. We kind of, if people are regular to your channel, they're going to know.
Yeah, they know I'm a fanboy. And yeah, so if you know, leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Don't trust YouTube to actually inform you of when I've released content, because apparently it's decided that I don't watch the Game Grumps ever. Thanks, YouTube. And oh god, I'm so angry at that. And yeah, I'll see you for the next game.
Okay, it's nice to see people. Well,
bye.
not see you, but bye.
Yeah. Also, thank you. This couldn't have been done without her.
I'm useful sometimes.